Welcome back everyone to Outwall Platinum walkthrough. In the last episode we worked on our quest Stealing Fire. We are ready to turn that in, but we have 2 more dungeons to clear before we do that. While working on the quest we got our hands on the sealed mace and also the sand rose. So 2 more artifact weapons. The sealed mace still needs some work, but that can wait. So Stealing Fire, almost ready to turn in. We are now going to head out. Remember to bring a Militia hammer. A Militia hammer, one of the dungeons we are about to visit, has another dormant artifact weapon for us. Put on the traveling gear and make your way back this linear path. There's no way you can get lost here. First you want to go up this little ladder, but before you do that, might as well cast some buffs, because there's going to be an enemy up here. I don't know why this enemy appears now. I don't think I missed it, but it also doesn't matter too much. Over here, another one of those snails. Goodbye. Let's take these. But now we are ready to go. No more enemies in the eldest brother. Over here is where we fought the gargoyle. Turn left. And keep following along up these stairs. And once you reach this section, you turn left and enter Old Sirocco again. Okay, there's 2 exits now. I'm going to show you both. The first one will lead us to a shortcut. So go up these stairs and immediately before going over the bridge, turn left, walk across the wooden planks, and there's a wooden door. And we want to exit to the caldera again. Be careful, there is the possibility of an abyss dweller here and also a scarlet emissary. Yeah, there it is in the distance. The abyss dweller. But we want to go north and try to avoid all the enemies while we do that. If you're confident in your abilities and your character, you can go ahead and take those enemies down. But I'm not here to fight. Let's see if we can avoid all of them. There's a lever over here. And an ornate chest behind this building. Come on. Okay, not too bad. I want to grab everything. Now you could technically, this shortcut was opened by the lever now. The bridge is down. And for reference, we are somewhere around here. Where we want to go though is over here. And also over here. So we are way in the west, and I don't plan on running there. At least not on the open field. So I go back to town and take the other exit. And in we go. Trace back your own steps. Now we want to cross the metal bridge and just go up these stairs. And there's the second exit. Back to the caldera. Okay, now we are back here, so we want to make our way along the path and then turn east and go further east until we reach this island section here. It's an optional dungeon, there's a Scarlet Emissary inside. I'm just doing it to show you. Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't recommend fighting them. Go over here. What's in the box? There can be some ghosts roaming around, if I'm not mistaken. Usually not so close to these white crystals, but in the close vicinity. This is also not the place. Let's go south. Here a lot of fire enemies can spawn. The arcane not the arcane elementals, the obsidian elementals. There's quite a bunch of them. A Scarlet Emissary, ghosts. So I will try to run past them. I want to go north here. Across the stone bridge, across the magma river. Okay, we've been lucky. No Scarlet Emissary outside, but there will be one inside. So let's prepare for some combat. Focus. Enrage. We want to have Bless for the lightning damage, but before that Infuse Light. We want to have the Cool Boon because it's hot inside, and we want Warm. Also Runic Protection. Okay, now combat gear. Let's go. I'm going to try and use my Wind Sigil to snipe him with lightning bullets. It worked best during my practice runs, even though sometimes I still get clobbered. When they do their Beyblade attack, it's just so powerful. When you're inside, make sure you turn off your light and check carefully in the distance. See where it is. It's usually down, yeah, it's all the way down there. That's good. So up here I'm going to place my sigil. Use the Chimera pistol first, and then I start blasting. Whew. Okay, where did it fling his body? Probably down there. Okay, there's also a bunch of corpses down here, so go ahead and loot to your heart's content. Good stuff. If the Scarlet Emissaries wouldn't be so difficult to kill, or so if they didn't have the burn damage, it would be worth farming them. Their drops are crazy good. But unfortunately, it's way too risky for me to try that. Maybe off screen or maybe later, but for now I just fight those that I have to. Nothing crazy in here, not even a sample. Okay, but it does not matter. This worked out pretty good. So back to the outside world. Alrighty. So this one is done. Let's remove it from the map. Now we follow the way back again. And now we want to make our way towards the huge white crystals, probably Chalcedony. Avoid the small enemies, they are not worth our time. No Scarlet Emissary. Yeah, they really traumatized me. Yeah, during one of my hardcore runs, I ran across one on the open field and I wanted to have the drops from it. Unfortunately, I dropped from it, so yeah, the hardcore character died and I never touched hardcore Caldera again. Shame on me. Anyway, make your way west here. Zip. Run along the path. And now you can try and climb those rocks. Let's see if it's possible. Yes, it is. Amazing. There shouldn't be any enemies, but I'm just taking a look in case there's a sample hidden about, but no luck. We're probably inside the dungeon though. You can leave me alone, friend. Okay, up over here is some Chalcedony. Time to harvest. And now we enter the Grotto of Chalcedony. The second dungeon for this video. This area is a lot bigger and in here it's not pretty warm, but it's freezing cold. That's why I brought some potions of weather resistance. Weather defense potion, that's what I meant. Before we head any further, I want to make use of the Warm Boon and Runic Protection as well. Okay. I can already hear combat noises. The enemies like to kill each other in here. I don't intend to complain about that. Ow! Okay, be careful. When it bunkers down like that and does the area of effect get out of there, this attack will kill you so quickly. Okay, one down. Now it's your time, Mr. Beetle. Goodbye. Frosted powder, alright. Let's take some of that. There's some Chalcedony here, very close to the entrance. Oh, let's eat a jerky. I also brought a lot of bandages because I tend to take quite some damage in here. I don't know. Make good use of those again. So first I want to go up to the right. Check for some enemy nearby. Another beetle. Frosted powder. There's nothing over there. So let's head in here. It leads us north. And here is a big room. First I want to go to the left. Check for the Chalcedony and the junk pile. Just a recipe. You can slide down here to get a better view of the room. Next I go up here on the opposite side. Okay, I loot the corpse. And I unequip my headgear because it makes my spells cost more mana. So with this, that I think the bugs do frost damage. Let's get us a helping hand. Oh, pulled off everything. That's amazing. Okay, there's some elder root over here as well. Pick that up. And now it's time to kill the Boreos. If I find them. Okay, there's one. Okay, it doesn't matter now. We just go from the left side and clear out the whole room. Somewhere Chalcedony. Yo, bad timing. I knew that would happen. Beautiful. And there should be another cat. Yeah, there he is. Thank you. No! Don't drop. And now we have this other room. There's another snail and another beetle up there duking it out. I don't care about that. I care about my Militia hammer. And I want to gather the mysterious crystal for the scarred dagger. Now while they kill each other, I'm going to loot the dungeon. And by dungeon I mean this room. There's an ornate chest over here. Let's grab everything. I think my backpack will be full pretty soon. Okay, of course the snail won. Oh, let's get away. You can see in our spirit body he's instantly melted. Ow. Do you have some more frosted powder? Okay. Now we turn left again. For another corpse. Let's reapply all our buffs. Or at least the majority. First this one. Blessed. And our skeleton boy. Great. We can slide down here for another chest. Pretty heavy. Okay, I'm going to drop everything I plan to give to my stockpiled character in here. This can go as well, and then I'm going to call him in, lighten the load. Quite a bunch of stuff. It just doesn't stop. Okay. Remember that chest? If you leave your stuff in there as well, don't forget it. Let's keep checking. Is there anything else? Yes, there is. There's a sample over here. Nice. And some able root. As you can see, there is nothing down here worth grabbing. This is also the entrance to this room. So now I'm going to call in my stockpile. And I will be back. And on we go. As you can see, my body temperature is sinking because it's so cold in here. So if you're not fast enough, you can just drink a weather defense potion. I brought them just in case to be prepared. Nothing down here. Let's take a left. That's not our palladium vein. Come on, gimme. Yes. Now left again. Okay, in there, that's a room with a bunch of Kelly Grey again. I want to put on some more physical defense for that. Right. Now we should be good to go. Okay, let's try this. Oh. Okay, at least we have brace now. And by brace I mean discipline. And there's the final one. You're a little late to the party, my guy. Okay. Nothing of importance. There's some more able root up here. I'll make sure I use another bandage. Because up next there will be a gargoyle. You know what that means. Reloading. Perfect. Can use the gun. Drink some water. Now my body temperature is starting to sink because I don't have warm anymore. Okay, yeah, I don't want to catch a cold. I just drink a weather defense potion. Okay. Is there something else over here? Just more Chalcedony. Maybe there's a sample, but for me now there is none. Okay, let's kill these two guys real quick. Good boy. Alright, we came from here. And now we check over here. There's nothing. Down here there should be two corpses. And corpse means a skelly boy. So we head left again. And right behind this pillar, there he is. Sneaky. Put down the wind sigil. We already have the Chimera pistol. And bam! Bam. Goodbye. Reloading. Yeah, it's that one. Gargoyle shard, let's take that. And a rich vein over here, and another palladium vein down there. Great. So we've gone in clockwise direction. We cleared all the rooms in here. This is not a sample, no? No, it's not. Alright. And we go back up here into our main room. Right. Now I'm going to cross over here. First things first, check to the right for another corpse. Before going in there, I want to mine the Chalcedony over here. Okay, now let's get in. So there's going to be the Quartz Elemental, like a powerful horse. And as you can see, a regular Elemental. Probably Frost. Frosted powder, pretty good. Oh. Elemental particle, nice. I didn't think that happens on camera anymore. Okay, and when we drop down here, we will see our power horsey somewhere. There it is. Let's go. Hello. That's a good drop. And that is everything in the Grotto of Chalcedony. Now I'm going to go back outside, put on my traveling gear first, because now we want to head back home. All in a day's work. Let's open up the map. We've been over here, and now we want to make our way around the magma and east. So we want to try north until we reach magma, like over here, and then we want to circle around. And our main objective is to get east. Let's try if we can climb the rocks. Yes, we can. Amazing. Let's pick up the Chalcedony. Why not? Okay, and there you can see it in the distance. Home sweet home. No samples on the way, no enemies nearby. That's how you make progress. And enter New Sirocco. Wonderful. So now I am ready to talk to Joseph again, but I don't have the crystal on me because it's on another character. So I'm gonna call that character in and turn in the quest. And there it is. Brightest day. Let's talk to him.
So, what are we working on today?
Okay, if I talk to him, then it's lost, but if the other character talks...
Good job out there.
You did it. Well, my improved furnace design is ready and waiting for this. Our efficiency with building materials is about to get a noticeable boost, like 15%.
Yes.
In any case, we can process advanced building materials with those furnaces. I've cooked up a number of improvements we can make to our specialized buildings with them. Let me know what we need and we'll get it built. Amazing! Stealing Fire is now completed. Liberate the Sun is our next quest. We can now stop Split and start working on more town building. For the town building, we want to talk to Joseph over here.
So, what are we working on today?
And we want to buy 3 blueprints. The first one is for the chapel. The second one will be the communal garden for the food store. And the stockpile upgrade warehouse. So let's buy those. Also, we want to check on our funds and resources.
How can I help you?
Because we want to have for the next building at least 68 timber and stones and also 1,700 funds. So I'm gonna put a little bit more coin in here for now. And now I am going to upgrade our warehouse so we can hold more timber and stones. Here, this is the first building that was already in town. So let's put the warehouse here. Check the ledger. And start construction. Good. The next thing I want to do is sleep until about 6 a.m. because of German punctuality. And you have to get up at 6 in the morning and go to work. Yeah. Just kidding, it makes the days easier to track for me. It worked out during testing multiple times, so I'm going to sleep now for 7 hours. And I will see you right back when the sun rises. Let's check. Day 232. So now I'm going to sleep for 5 more days, and then I will build another building. So see you in 5 days. And here we are. 6 days have passed in total. So let's go and check not the building, but let's check with Dorian for the funds.
So, what's on the agenda today?
Now we're going to have to put a lot of funds in here. So I'm going to just put 6,000 silver in here. Let's see if that'll be enough. This is also okay. So I have like 7,200. Let's make it. And next we are going to need 225 timber in total. So I have to buy 215. And I will be needing 102 stones. So for me it's 62 stones I have to buy. And you want to have at least 3,825 funds left. We will need that for the next building. It's quite an expensive one. And we also need the digested mana stone. The digested mana stone can be found when turning in the Mold Pig specimen to Evangeline. I already got one when I handed in the first one, the first few 3. Also, you can get it as drops from some enemies in the Caldera region.
Can I help you?
You could also send Evangeline out on an expedition. After the first 3, you can send her to an expedition after the next 10, and so on and so forth. Also, make sure that you buy the food. And now we place the communal garden. And we want to start construction on this. And it takes 20 days. So we will have to be very careful now because of life drain. But don't worry, in case you make a mistake, you can switch to your second account, load up the stockpile character, and then you join the session with this character we have been playing together with, and the life drain will be removed. So in case that happens, you can put on your status resistance gear, drink the hex cleaner, quit the game, and then you switch back to your main account. When you load up your character, everything will be fine, I think, because life drain does not work in co-op. So when your character gets loaded back up, it afflicts you again, I think. Don't quote me on that. Better not try. Better stay safe. We have done this, and now we will still have to do some sleeping. I think it's 4 more days. So 23 hours for now. And I will see you when I'm done sleeping. I think I made a slight mistake. You want to start... I want to stay at day 240, so I will just sleep for 3 more days. I remember that during testing somehow life drain kicked in. Maybe I made a miscalculation, but it's enough to sleep 3 days. So 1 more for me. To be safe, I stopped at day 240. I am ready to talk to Joseph again, but before that I have to put on status resistance gear and quit out again.
So, what are we working on today?
This time we want to help for
We're grateful to you.
Yes, for 7 days. After that we are going to sleep for 3 more days, so that'll be 10 in total. And after these 10 days we are going to quit the game like I just showed you. Status resistance gear, back out of the game and load it back up. The first thing I want to do is put on the backpack with the money. Talk to Joseph.
So, what are we working on today?
Today I will buy the chapel blueprint, the communal garden for the food store, and the warehouse for the stockpile. Next I want to check on my funds.
So, what's on the agenda today?
For the first building I am going to need 68 timber and stones and also 1,700 funds. So make sure your bank is stocked. And now we have to head to where our first hobo camp was and upgrade the stockpile over here. That was the first building that was already in town. You did not have to buy this. And now let's start the construction. Very good. Now I'm going to my plant tent and we'll do some sleeping. The first thing I want to do is sleep until 6 AM because this is the time for the German worker to get up and go to Arbeit. Yeah. But it's easier for me to track the days. You want to be very careful and sleep the exact amount of times as I do and spend the exact amount of days helping out with construction as I tell you to. Because remember, life drain is still a thing and some buildings take up to 40 days, so you want to be very careful with managing the life drain. In case you mess up, we already backed up our save, I think not so long ago, follow the whole process before you back up your save again. If you make a mistake, just download it again and try once more. Yeah, but it should work technically. If you mess up anyway, you can switch to your second account, load some character up, enter split screen, and summon in your playthrough character. Then life drain should be disabled, so you have time to put on the status resistance gear and drink a hex cleaner, close the game, switch back to your main account, load back your main character, and you should be clear of life drain. Requires confirmation. Technically it's just my headcanon. So now I will sleep till about 6 AM, and after that it will be 5 more days, so that I will end at day 237. So in total the game counts 6 days. Rise and shine, Trog spawn. Oh, it's day 237 for me. 6 days have passed. Now we want to go to Dorian again.
So, what's on the agenda today?
As you can see, our inventory capacity has increased for all our resources. Now we can build bigger buildings, and that is also the plan. First, I want to put a bunch of funds in here. I just throw in like 6,000, 7,000, 7,220. No. Like this. Math ain't math. Ah, I was right. Yeah, math is not my forte. We will need 255 timber, so buy accordingly. So I have to buy more than 200 right now, but it's alright. And next we are going to need 102 stones, so I have to buy 62. And on funds you want to have at least 3,825 for the construction. We will also need the digested mana stone for this building. Digested mana stones you can acquire from turning in Mold Pig Specimen to Evangeline. I got one in during my first 3 samples that I turned in, I think. Otherwise they can be dropped from some of the enemies in the caldera. Yeah, I want to buy from you first.
Can I help you?
Yes. You'll want to keep buying throughout this entire process. Buy all the food that you need. All the new stuff. You have so much money. And it will come in very handy later on. Put the blueprint for the communal gardens and start the construction, and this will take 20 days. So we will have to be very careful. Yeah, about the life drain. Now I'm going to sleep 3 or 4 more days. I'm just going to try 3 and I will see you back if life drain did not kick in. Okay, 3 days was safe. Let's try one more time. Big drum roll. I'm a little bit scared. But in case I get the life drain, I'm going to try the method to remove it. Let's see if that actually works. Or if it's just an urban myth. Oh, it's getting exciting. Yes, it worked. Great. The next day and the next thing I gonna wanna do is close the game with status immunity. Here we go. Be right back. Now we want to go ahead and help with construction for 7 days.
So, what do we work? We're grateful to you.
I am also grateful to you. Thank you very much. Oh, the next thing is to check on the food store on the progression. Oh, okay, the backpack. Let's take a quick glance. complete in 10 days. So what I want to do now is sleep for 3 more days, and I will see you back. It is now day 251 for me. I am going to get ready to talk to Joseph and quit the game again. And by quit the game, I mean using the status resistance gear. I'm going to say it every time until you can't hear it anymore. Deal with it. So,
what are we working on today?
7 days of labor again.
We're grateful to you.
Now this is where it gets interesting. Where's my backpack with the money? Up in here. So, we want to check on our funds.
How can I help you?
For the next building, we will need 2,125 funds. We need 42 timber and 85 stones. So I have to buy one more stone. Great. I am now going to place the building over here, close to the entrance. Let's try to make it nice and pretty. Like this. Perfect. And for this building, the chapel, we will need the ectoplasm. Ectoplasm can be dropped by the Scarlet Emissaries. I got mine from them. So let's start the construction for this. Great. But that's not all. As you can see, the ledger in front of the food store has disappeared. The merchant is back.
Can I help you?
Yes, you sure can. And it will be rainbow gem. All the good stuff. Mace is always nice. Pfeifferfish is good. And the Vagabond's Gelatine, this is amazing. Buy all of those that you can find. And now that we have the communal gardens done, there's a nice little chest up here. Which will provide, oh my god, 7 Vagabond's Tartine, insane. Which provides free food every 7 days. And since we do a lot of town building, we will be farming this chest to no end. So, in order to start the construction, I'm just going to sleep for 1 more day. But before you go ahead and sleep and waste a lot of time, make sure you call in your stockpile character and give all the food to that one. Right? Give food to the stockpile character, sleep 1 more day, equip status resistance gear, and quit the game. I will see you when it's done. Next we want to help with construction for 7 days again. After that 7 days, go ahead and loot the food merchant, buy everything you need and loot the chest. After that we want to sleep 1 more day and repeat the procedure about quitting out the game with status resistance gear. So go ahead and do that now. As you can see, our chapel takes now 7 days to finish phase 1. So let's talk to Joseph and help for 7 days with construction again. Very good. Let's go ahead and check. Phase 2 wants to start. So I will need to buy some more things.
So, what's on the agenda today?
On the agenda is to have 42 timber, 85 stones, so I have to buy 21 more, and have funds of at least 2,125. So we're good to go for now. Let's start construction again. Next we want to clear out the food store once more.
Can I help you?
You can. Golden gem, alright. Some more maize. And let's check the chest again. Amazing, 3 tartine. Great. This communal gardens, it really does. I love it. I really love it. Getting these rare foods is so amazing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now I'm going to sleep for one more day until 6 AM. So the construction will start. I might as well sleep 2 days. Now I want to put back on the status resistance gear and reload again. You know the drill by now. Let's put on the backpack with the money. 14 days to complete. So let's help out for 7 days.
So, what are we working on today? We're grateful to you.
And let's check the food again. Let's go. Come on.
Can I help you?
Cured pile of fish. Amazing. Frosted delight. Yep. And the chest is full again. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to call in my stockpile character again to hand off the food. I'm gonna have to quickly check my notes. It's 283 being helped for 7 days. So it should be 7 left. Right. After calling in the stockpile character and exchanging inventory, you can just straight up load the character again with the status resistance gear. Be sure to have the sleep bonus, because we get 15% more status resistance when we are rested. Keep that in mind. I almost forgot, that's why I make a little interjection here. And one more time for now.
So, what are we working on today? We're grateful to you.
We want to help out for a week, and next we want to grab the food again. Okay, let's put on the backpack with money. Let's take the Weaver's backpack again. Now the chapel is done. The nice thing, since we are Holy Mission, we can upgrade this. And with this guy,
Greetings, friend!
you can pay him 100 silver for different buffs. So depending on the expansion you buy, the upgrade, the buff will change, and the Holy Mission one is very, very good.
Can I help you?
You can. Tight supply, huh? That's alright. Let's see what's in the chest. Wonderful. Okay, that was very fruitful. We got so many endgame foods, it's amazing. But this is all the town building that we have to do for now. And funny thing, we didn't even start the countdown on Liberate the Sun. So once we proceed with this quest in the next episode, we will have a fresh timer of 150 days and have knocked out the majority of quest requirements right out of the gate. So I'm going to sleep one more time, because now it is finally time to back up your save again. The town building for now is done. You have avoided life drain. I will see you in the next episode. Wind be at your back, my friend, not my back.